Good morning, Coach Ted here with another edition of Coffee with Coach Ted. Though this morning in here, I've got actually some of my breakfast smoothie, not coffee this morning. So I'm going to jump right in. Today's topic is not something that one really wants to talk about. It's not about business. It's actually not about ADHD, though I think I can link it in a way. But you're probably aware that there was a terrible shooting at a synagogue on Saturday morning in Pittsburgh. 11 people killed, 6 or 7 people injured. I'm Jewish. And it's very sad, and it's a little bit scary. I mean, it's scary in the sense of Jewish people being threatened and killed because they're Jewish. And I'm Jewish. I don't feel like I'm in any danger here in Boston and where I worship. Actually, the community I belong to, we worship in a church. We rent space. But I remember times when I did go to synagogue and there were things going on in the world where we had police protection for high holiday services. There's a lot of anti-Semitism around, and it's growing. I saw something recently about the amount of anti-Semitic material on social media, particularly on Twitter. And it's growing in Europe. And it's not just Jews who are being targeted, that's for sure. Trans people in this country, Muslims. I don't know what to say about it, really. Growing up, I was born during World War II, and I think even as a very small child, I had got some sense, some vibe that there was something dangerous about being Jewish. And I think in a way I've carried that my whole life. And people with ADHD, those with ADHD, certainly it's not something where people get physically harmed because of it, but there is definitely harm. Hi Sherry, thanks for joining. I have clients who were afraid to let people at work know that they had ADHD because of what that might mean for them in terms of keeping their jobs. People were struggling to meet the demands of work because of their ADHD, but afraid that if they revealed it, it wouldn't mean they got help. It would mean that they would be let go, held to a standard they couldn't meet. Or, kids being called lazy, or adults too. You're not working hard enough, etc., which can be very damaging to one's sense of self and self-esteem and self-confidence. So, though, as I said, people with ADHD aren't in any danger of physical harm, there is harm done that we suffer, that many people with ADHD suffer. and I don't want to emphasize that as the focus of what I do, but I help people if they're in that situation. And I do help people a lot in terms of how they feel about themselves and how they deal with the messages they got growing up about their ADHD. So it's a tenuous connection, obviously, but I wanted to make it because it's sad when anybody gets harmed in any way. And in a way, when one person is harmed, we are all harmed. So it's a little sober discussion this morning. I think I'm kind of doing this ad lib. I think that's all I really want to say about this. But there is some good news too, at least for those of us in Boston. Not so good for the people in Los Angeles. But the Red Sox won the World Series yesterday. And as I've said over the last 2 weeks, I'm not a huge sports fan, but I like the Boston teams and I follow them in the paper. I don't watch the games, but I didn't watch the game yesterday or last night, but I got the paper this morning, and there it was in the headlines. Red Sox win the World Series. 4th time in this century. And that's almost 25%. Anyway, some good news in the, a sad day as well. I think that's all I want to say today. It's funny kind of talking about it, and if any of you done Facebook Lives where I'm sitting here looking at myself, I can see myself talking. But I'm getting used to it and enjoying it. And I'm enjoying communicating with you. I hope that this is meaningful to you in some way. And I'll be back on Friday morning. Then I'll have real coffee. I may have a new mug. Get another mug out. Smoothie. Healthy. So I'm going to say goodbye. Oh yeah, let me say a couple of things first. If you're watching this and you'd like to connect further with me on a phone call or a video chat, type #connect in a comment. If you're watching this as a replay, please type #replay so I know you were here. Comment on anything I've said. I appreciate comments from my viewers. And if you have any questions that you'd like me to address in a future Facebook Live, please leave those. And finally, if you're not in my Facebook group, I invite you to join. There's material I post there that I don't post on my page, on this page here. And it's really it's a growing community, and people are starting to get involved, and it's a really nice group of people. I'm really proud of having them as part of my group. So I will post a link to the group so you can check it out and join if you like. You're very, very welcome to join us. So a little somber today, so hope you all have a good day and a good week, and I will see you on Friday morning. Okay, take care, everybody.